It's morphin' time! SPD, emergency!
Go! Galactic!
Seattle! Shout outs to my boy Pentagon El Sierra Mario, baby!
Oh my gosh, I got an Omnitrix. Alright. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are the Three Amigos! We got one dumbass, one smartass, and one average intelligent ass. I'll let you decide which one's which. My name's Adon, aka Marauder Runner.
My name is Nick, or Nicholas Weston 2001.
And my name is Nate, also known as Voltex77, and welcome to the podcast. Also, I have a microphone now.
My gosh,
Hey.
you're almost as cool as me. Almost.
Shut up.
Meanwhile, I'm still
Regardless,
rocking the
guys,
headset.
regardless, besides Nate's mask, besides my Omnitrix, we
And
are
Nick's poster.
our podcast is going to be focusing around one of our favorite series of all time. Of course, we've already talked about Pokemon and Ruby, but now we're going to talk about the other thing that we
Pentagon
all
El
have in
Sierra
common.
Mario, bitches! I'm just kidding.
Bam. You just interrupted. Anyways,
Exactly.
the thing we're going to be focusing on today is actually Power Rangers. One of our favorite series of all time. So much nostalgia.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for 90s and 2000s kids alike.
Yep.
Okay, but the thing is, how we're gonna do this? These two know more about the older seasons than I do. I know a lot about Lost Galaxy, but that's about it. And I know more of the newer seasons, so like Samurai and onward. So we're gonna be focusing on anything we can, but just know that these two are more knowledgeable about the original seasons. I'm more up for the newer ones.
We are also going to do one thing that Nick and I are probably mostly going to do, and that's somewhat compare, contrast, and also just talk a little bit about what we know from the Super Sentai version, where it originally came from.
That's true too. Regardless, how shall we start this?
Well, why don't we just start in order from the American series? Let's start with Mighty Morphin.
Fuck yes.
Go.
So Mighty
All
Morphin,
right.
this is where a lot of '90s kids came in, because Power
lot of
Rangers
childhoods
was
were
just
made.
started up. It was a huge series that somehow combined action, story, and comedy, which are three very core elements of any show, and combining them in such a way that's kind of ridiculous, but also was just a lot of fun. I feel like that's what made it popular.
Also, not to mention the flashy fighting moves that they had and the cool transformation sequences and the catchy catchphrases. No,
Yeah.
And giant
pun
robots.
intended, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mighty Morphin was like the biggest. It was one of the newest things for
gotta move
anyone
my
to
seat
ever
over.
really see it. People really, really enjoyed it a lot. Especially when they brought in Tommy Oliver, aka the Green Ranger of the Mighty Morphin series. Like
Oh
he was
my god.
Jason
Once
David
he-
Frank, best Power
Yeah.
Ranger.
once
Yes.
Also, if he
came
ever
in-
sees this, hi, big fan.
Yeah. once he came into play in the Power Rangers series, everything changed after that. Like not only did the show kind of get better, but everyone kept liking and talking about Tommy. Hell, there was a lot of girls who simped for Tommy.
Who's still
Even
simp for
women-
Tommy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on, that flute dagger that he had.
Oh, that's the most iconic thing ever. Having to listen to Dragon. Ba-da-da. Like that's the most iconic you can get with that.
Oh yeah.
It was lit.
Yeah. So having to go through all that, it was amazing. And then at some point down the line of the seasons, when Tommy lost the Green Ranger power and then became the White Ranger, 3 Rangers actually got replaced in the later seasons.
Actually, can I talk about that? Because I actually know a little
ahead.
more information about that.
oh, we
same
know,
here.
we know too. Actually, we already know why.
Yeah, we already know about why.
Yeah.
Well,
For those who
well,
don't know, if I may, Adam.
okay, shoot.
I was gonna say, basically, the main 3 Rangers that left the show was Trini.
That was Tai
Zach-
Tang, Zachary Jones, and I think his name is Zachary. I'm sorry if
and then
I'm
Austin St. John.
yeah.
Jason.
Basically, they played.
They played
Zach,
Jason,
Trini,
Zach, and Trini.
And Zach.
Yeah. Well, all those amalgamations that we've heard with all of us talking at once. But basically, they left the show because they had a contract dispute. Basically,
Actually, if I can jump in here, the reason of why they really left is mostly because of there were two kinds of things back. There were two kinds of recording sessions back then. It was either you were part of the union or you weren't. Power Rangers was not a union thing, so if they got hurt, that was on them, not on the studio. And
That was actually
that really did not rub the right way. Honestly, when I think about it, it doesn't rub me the right way. I think that's bullcrap.
actually. Can I jump in really quickly? Actually, I don't think that was the main reason why they left.
No, but I'm just saying.
That was with Kimberly though. That was with Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Like, that was
But-
also part of the reason why they left. Like, they could impose anything they wanted to, and the Rangers and the actors could not do anything. So I think that's a
Yeah.
big reason of why they left.
Yeah, that's one of
And-
the reasons. And also pay.
That too.
True. That's why I said contract dispute. And another reason why they kind of had a changing of the guard, because later down the show's run, after they transitioned the Yellow Ranger powers, Tui Trang, the cast member who played the Yellow Ranger, tragically died in a car accident.
I think that was a few years after the show, but yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
it happened. She was the first person in the American version to ever bring to life the Yellow Ranger, and to have to lose her hit deep with every Power Ranger fan out there.
Yeah.
I feel it.
And also, going back a little bit, you know how you said all the girls used to simp for Tommy Oliver?
Yeah.
That goes double for the boys simping for Kimberly.
Oh my god.
That is so true.
Wait, really quickly, I'm
Gotta
gonna sell,
admit.
hold up. I'm gonna sell my mom out right now if she ever sees this. I hope to God she doesn't. But
She will. I'll send it to her.
You better not. She liked Tommy, and she hated Kimberly because she stole her man's.
Oh. But then again, in that later in Mighty Morphin, Kimberly kind of pulled a Dear John on Tommy.
And she left. Amy Jo Johnson actually left the show because I believe she was pursuing an acting career.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was more of writing, actually, because she's a director now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
But no,
hell
the
yeah.
reason- But the main reason I heard that why Amy Jo Johnson left was how you said the unionization thing, where any thing that happens to them, like any injury that happens to the Rangers, they have no problem with it. Like, they can't sue them with it or anything.
Did you know that
That's one of
Amy
the
Jo
reasons
Johnson
why.
actually got electrocuted during
That's why, yeah.
the Turbo movie?
Yeah, she said, that's one of the reasons. That's literally the main reason why she left, because they weren't trusting any of the Rangers with being safe anymore. They weren't making sure they were being safe. They weren't making sure they wouldn't be harmed. That's why she left, because she didn't want to go through that no more.
Yeah, that's completely understandable, I feel.
Yeah.
And now...
And,
Oh, sorry, Nick.
I was going to say, go right ahead.
And now we're just going down the line. From Mighty Morphin stemmed like a whole universe, sorry, I burped a little bit. A whole universe, essentially. Because now we're going on our 20... We're in the 20s now. I don't know
Yeah.
what season we're on. I think we're on season 26, maybe. And that's just
All I know
lowballing
is
it.
that it's like I think 30 years of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai crossing over though. Like that's the only
35,
thing.
actually.
35? Fuck.
Yeah, Gokaiger was the 35th anniversary, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
that makes sense. Anyways, going back to what we were saying, yes, so that's all that happened with Mighty Morphin. We also got some very interesting characters out of it too. Like we got the very bad witch Rita Repulsa. We got the very iconic minion Goldar. You Rangers are no match for me.
Oh, man, Goldar.
We had I forgot the other two.
He do be
those two
golden,
monsters.
though.
He do be golden though. He's shining bright like gold.
And we got Bulk and Skull.
Oh my god, the iconic duo!
They try
I
to mimic
love-
that in the newer seasons. Like in Samurai, they actually brought Bulk back, and they have Skull's son Spike.
I mean, it
And-
kind of worked.
It
Kinda.
kind of worked. They also they just keep trying to do the comedic duo. Like sometimes they even keep it separate. For example, in Megaforce, they had a teacher and someone who ran the smoothie shop.
Yeah,
Uh,
and then even like recent with Ninja Steel at some point, they had like two guys who were somewhat like Bulk and Skull, but they were more of just like two people who were trying. Well, one of them was trying to be
I forgot
famous.
their names. I don't know. I think one of them was named Morty, I believe. Yeah.
God damn it, Morty!
Yeah, but
Oh.
Yeah, they essentially are just trying to recreate that.
Yeah.
And with the
And
newer
also
season, Beast Morpher is Ben and Betty, which I think is more competent.
The only okay, I know we were supposed to go in order, but really quickly going off with the comedic duo, the only other comedic duo that I will allow that I think is good, aside from Bulk and Skull, is what's her name? The two reporter people. I forgot what their names were from Dino Thunder.
From Dino Thunder, I don't know.
You know, it's that girl who's like trying to be a reporter, like trying to figure out who the Power Rangers are, and then there's her camera guy.
Nope. No idea who you're talking about.
Do you remember, Nick? I don't remember their names,
Yeah, I forgot their names.
but they were good. Anyways, yeah, so we got like those characters. We even got Lord Zed coming in afterwards, who actually, not gonna lie, was a lot threatening than I thought. He actually looked terrifying.
Yeah, he
did
was
you
a
guys
pretty
know that?
terrifying villain.
Okay, I actually have 2 fun facts about Lord Zed, if I can.
Go ahead.
Sure.
First off, the reason why his skin is all peeled off is because he actually tried to grab the Zeo crystal and it burned his skin away. That's why it
Fuck.
looks like that.
Ooh,
Fuck.
brutal.
That's dark.
The second thing, apparently, Lord Zed was so scary that Power Rangers and Saban actually got a lot of phone calls from parents going, "You gotta dumb this guy down. He's giving my kid nightmares." Even adults were scared of him, so they had to tone him down.
Prepare
I mean,
the
at
palace
least-
for my return.
At least you know they did a villain right.
I know, right? That's
Hell
how you
yes.
know. If there's a villain that not only intimidates you enough to make you think he's a big threat, but also have like probably a scary look or a reason why he looks as terrifying and badass as he is, you know for a fact they did that villain right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, if only they tried to try that again.
Yeah. Also, by speaking of one more thing with the bad guys, you gotta also love the stupid minions, the putties, just always coming in like.
The Buddy Patrols.
They try to recreate
Get out the
that.
putties.
I know they tried to recreate that a couple times, especially in Megaforce with the Loogies.
They
But-
try, but they can fail. You can never top the putties. Hey, the putties are plain as hell, but dude, they're iconic. My sister just came in doing the putty. Alright, go.
All right. Moving on from Mighty Morphin to Zeo.
Wait, really quickly, before we talk about Zeo, just want to say Jason David Frank said he hated Zeo only because he doesn't like having a star on the helmet.
Ah.
That's why he also hated Forever Red.
Oh wow, that's a little rough.
I know. He talked about it in a panel with Johnny Young Bosch, who, by the way, played Adam, who replaced the Black Ranger in Mighty Morphin.
Wait, so he hated the star on the helmet?
That's what I believe, because he did say, like, I didn't like Forever Red. Dino Thunder was cool. I just didn't like having a star on my helmet. And I'm like,
Wait, that was. Oh, okay, I got the two mixed up. I thought you said Austin St. John. My bad.
no, Austin St. John was the Gold Ranger in Zeo, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But-
I got them mixed up in my head.
But
Anyway.
I can't really say much for Zeo because I never really watched it.
I
a
don't.
lot,
The only original season I've watched is Lost Galaxy.
which we're gonna get
Yeah.
to soon.
I'm gonna talk a little bit Zeo. Zeo is okay. It's a pretty decent season. I have to admit, not bad. But still, the hype around when the Gold Ranger was first introduced, it was kind of hype because at first he was a man of mystery. You didn't know who he was. But later, when it was revealed to be Jason,
Well, actually, how I believe how it worked was the Gold Ranger was actually 3 people, but then they had to
Well, that
transfer
was
the power
Trey
to
from,
someone. They tried Billy, but it didn't work.
yeah. I
So
think
they
it was
just
Trey
pulled
from
in-
Triforia, I
So
think
they-
it was his name.
Yeah, and then they just pulled in Jason.
Yeah.
I have no idea
I
how they
think it was a
convinced
good
Austin
pick.
St. John to come back, but honestly, it's whatever, man.
Still, it was a good pick.
Hell yeah, Red Ranger, let's go.
Yeah, and I liked how the roles were reversed. Like, Tommy became the leader of a team, and Jason became the Sixth Ranger, while in Mighty Morphin, the roles were reversed.
I think Tommy actually took over as leader when he became the White Ranger in Mighty Morphin.
I was going to say posthumously.
Really quick, I would like to apologize if you guys notice I'm like moving like this shit right now. It's because my friend DM'd me right now. I had to respond.
No, you didn't.
Oh, no worries.
Anyway, so are we good with are we done with Zeo now and move on to Turbo or what?
I guess so. For
Yeah.
Turbo, I actually watched the entire Turbo movie. It was all right. It wasn't
I mean, I've seen bits
great.
and pieces of Turbo.
I know I haven't seen much of Turbo. I just saw the movie. The movie was okay. Also, quick rant, real quick. How the fuck can water break you out of a morphing sequence? There's a scene
I
where,
had no
where there's a
idea.
scene, there's a scene where Kat is falling down towards a roaring river, and she tries to morph. As soon as she hits the water, the morphing sequence stops. I'm like, the fuck? So if a bad guy wanted to stop a Ranger from morphing, essentially he could pick up a water bucket and throw it at him.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like the fucking fuck.
Excuse me.
It's like the Wicked Witch of the West. Just throw it on them. and just melt.
Yeah, but you got to admit, according to the Ranger Wiki, Turbo is down there in like the low ratings for when it comes to the show.
Yeah,
It's
Turbo
down
is
there.
one of the worst. Was one of the worst seasons of the originals.
There's a season of Power Rangers that's actually worse, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, I'm ready to rip that one a new one. Anyways, regardless, do we have anything else to say about Turbo, gentlemen?
Nope.
Also, I wanted to say, I don't know why the blue Turbo Ranger Justin gets so much flack.
It's a kid in a suit. It's not even a
Yeah,
kid
I
at
mean-
this point. It's just like he grows up. He gets all masculine. Can you imagine him morphing just to go into a strip club or something?
Yeah,
I
that's funny.
mean, think about it. A kid morphing into a giant adult form, that's happened before in Super Sentai. Look at, I think it was, I'm trying to think what the name was it.
Nick's
Oh,
drawn.
darn.
Nick's drawn a
No,
blank.
it was the original White Ranger outfit, or the person who played the White Ranger in the Super Sentai.
Fun fact: the White Ranger outfit for Mighty Morphin, that's not actually from the Sentai that the Mighty Morphin were based off of. It was from the next one over.
Now, hold a second. Let me see here.
Just
I think it
fun fact. I
was.
wanted to throw that in.
It was from Die Ranger. The White Ranger from Die Ranger, that was actually a kid, and he morphed up to an adult form.
Yeah, but I don't understand why it got. I don't know. Justin just got a lot of flack. I'm not sure why. Also, they actually transferred the powers from the original Zeo Rangers, well, I should say Turbo Rangers, to a new cast, which I think is okay.
And
The new cast is alright.
And now we move on to the season that brought the series back.
Oh no, wait, shit! Wrong theme song!
Copyright.
4, 3,
3,
2, 1. Rangers in
Rangers
space.
in space.
Take controls
To
Hey,
to
outer
Copyright,
space
copyright,
now,
copyright.
No, wait, not technically,
flying
not really.
higher
No
than
copyright.
ever before. Rangers.
in space.
Okay, we could sing the
Are
whole
you
theme
just gonna
song, but
sing-
we'd be here all day. We'd be here all
We
night.
can't get copyrighted from it. A lot of people have sang it. No one got copyrighted. So take that,
Alright.
YouTube.
Don't tempt them.
Okay. Anyways, no, yeah. Lost in Space was, or not Lost in Space, In Space was a really good season. That brought Power Rangers back up, especially with one episode that I would really love to talk about afterwards. So first, I'll let Nick and Adon say what they're gonna say, and then I'm gonna talk about the episode.
Okay, from going from In Space, it was a little strange seeing a Red Ranger go to blue, but honestly, I'm fine with it because it makes sense in the scenario they were given. Plus, just the whole season as a whole was pretty epic. It brought the series back from the grave essentially because Turbo was a very low point in the series. So bringing it back with In Space, plus with the epic rock operas they constantly do in that season, fans just appreciated it all over the world.
Oh yeah.
I think. Is Power Rangers global? I'm pretty sure it is.
I think it is.
Or is it not
But
Sentai?
I want to. No, I think that's maybe Super Sentai, maybe.
You're You're glitching out like crazy, Nick.
I mean, he seems fine right now.
He looks high.
He does. Nick, are you there, buddy?
I can tell you guys that I clicked off of something.
I think you might need to turn off your camera, buddy.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Excuse us, Weston is having some technical difficulties.
For now, just enjoy the soothing sound of our voices.
Soothing enough for you?
Is he still there? Like, I can't even tell.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, he left
He'll
the
come back right
call! No, my boy! My boy! Is he back?
Screw it, we're going to mobile.
Oh, okay, he moved to mobile. All right.
He moves to mobile.
All right, so I'm gonna say with in space, it was pretty cool with the Red Ranger already established and other 4 Rangers getting characters along the way. That was pretty good. Also, I like the introduction of the Psycho Rangers. That was pretty awesome.
That's actually
Psycho Rangers is actually some of my favorite villain Rangers.
Yeah, those were pretty good.
Those are
what
they're not only are they the OG Evil Rangers, but they were the best Evil Rangers.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of what else.
Think
is
of it
good
this
about
way:
In
they were brought
Space.
back for the In Space Lost Galaxy crossover. Of course,
you're
they
taking
did.
to talk about.
All right. Nate, you want to talk about them?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Fuck yeah. Okay, hold up. I gotta calm myself down.
Hold on, let
Psycho
me.
Rangers
Wait,
are fucking
hold on.
bomb.
Nate, hold still for a second. Let me just take your collar off. Your collar's off. Go, go.
Okay, let's go. All right. So, Psycho Rangers, bad ass fuck. Okay. I heard myself. Anyway, no, but no, yeah. As they said, the Psycho Rangers are the first ever bad guy Power Ranger clones we've ever got, and they were badass as hell, man. Like you thought Tommy being an evil ranger in the beginning was badass. Fuck, dude. The Psycho Rangers were the best.
Essentially taking one Evil Ranger and essentially taking the Tommy Oliver concept with an Evil Ranger and multiplying it.
With the addition of not even making it as a person taking control of it, instead their own creation of monsters as well.
That's
Like
true.
this is where you know that the villain was actually smart. Cause sure, yeah, you can make different monsters that can probably take down some of the Rangers because some of their abilities won't affect it. But the fact that these enemies themselves were smart enough to create a monsters to look, fight, and outbest the Rangers more than any of the other monsters out there, this could have been a clean win for them if the Rangers didn't keep coming back.
Also, can we
That's
just
true.
point out of how TJ pulled the ultimate troll on his doppelganger?
How did he do it again?
He's okay to beat the Psycho Blue Ranger, who is undoubtedly the craziest of the bunch. TJ had the idea of making all the suits blue. He just made all the Power Ranger suits blue,
Oh, you made them clones.
which I thought was both hilarious and very smart.
I mean, yeah, he can't tell which one's the original.
Actually, speaking of episodes, there is one crossover that was kind of a little bit ambitious, and it's almost on like the "it's so bad but it's good" scale. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
Felt like I know.
Power Rangers meet the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this now. The TMNT that they decided to cross over with was actually the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, which was actually very poorly received. So the fact that it was able to cross over with something as big,
They made a fucking female turtle for the show.
Can I finish, please?
Fuck you, yes.
So the fact that a really bad show like TMNT The Next Mutation was able to cross over something as critically acclaimed as In Space is just amazing in of itself. But
That is-
I
also,
know.
it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers. What more can you ask for?
It's one of those. It's so bad, but it's good.
I know.
Here's the thing, though. It's like before we talk more bad about like how that was kind of good but bad, is the fact that Boom Comic Books actually, I'm gonna take a side tour here, actually did justice to that by making their own version of a crossover between Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with TMNT, and it was actually a really good story how they planned everything
I
out.
think is the 5th issue out yet?
Yeah, all 5 of them are out already. It's been out for a while, I think.
Okay, I didn't know. I only
I've
saw
had
I
all
only,
three.
I only saw
I
the
have-
first 4.
So far, I only have 2 and 3, and 3 I'm already turned on by. Yes, I said turned on. I'm not correcting myself.
All right.
I won't say why, but I'll let you guys figure it out on your own. Like these 2 already know because I told them. But like
And
everyone
now
else,
we
you
come
can
to
figure it
my
out.
favorite season of all of them.
Wait, before we say it,
Power Rangers
Lost
Galaxy.
You guys are terrible.
Bam! I love Lost Galaxy.
I'll
Honestly,
let
Galaxy
you
was
take
good.
over.
okay, Lost Galaxy. Essentially, they needed to ramp it up from In Space. How do you do that? Simple. You include even more space. So we go for the galaxy. Essentially, they're essentially looking for another Earth because I don't know, maybe the old Earth wasn't doing it for them or whatever.
I think it's because their world was under attack or something.
No, I feel like they just wanted to find another planet. Regardless.
I'm gonna look it up.
Regardless, to really capitalize on it, they actually got the Power Rangers this time actually pulled the sword from the stone, and the person who was supposed to be the Red Ranger, Mike, actually fell into a hole. So his brother Leo took over, which is actually a really interesting concept, taking someone who isn't supposed to be the Red Ranger and making them the Red Ranger and have them fulfill the role that someone else was supposed to fulfill. And I feel like that was a great freaking story, and that's why Leo is one of my favorite Red Rangers, because he fulfilled that role to its fullest, and I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Also one more thing. Maya.
really quickly before we
Actually, she was ranked the hottest Power Ranger. Did you know that?
I honestly thought it would have been what's her name from Megaforce, but okay. Anyways, before we continue what we were gonna say, I looked it up on the Wikipedia. Yeah, it doesn't really fully explain it. All it says is set after the events of In Space, 4 young adults, Leo, Mike, Kai, and Kendricks, leave for the space colony Terra Venture, seeking a new world like Earth. Oh,
Essentially.
new world like Earth.
Yep.
Not a new Earth.
They just wanted another Earth. Probably
Yeah,
they wanted another planet to fuck up.
Pretty much. But yeah, that was about it. Also,
let me.
actually, no, Nick, you go first, and then I'll say my thing.
I was gonna say, and there is one thing I am gonna bring in from Super Sentai over from Power Rangers and compare the two. Lost Galaxy is actually a little bit darker than the Super Sentai version, Gingaban.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Basically, one of the characters called Magnum Defender in Lost Galaxy. There's the Sentai version in which he is sworn to avenge or fulfill a promise to a small childlike version of him, in which in the Super Sentai version, that's his little brother. And spoilers, sadly his little brother was killed by a monster. But in Lost Galaxy, it gets a little bit darker
Because it wasn't a sibling relationship. Sorry, Nick, I have to take over because this is Power Ranger territory. It's Lost Galaxy territory. This is my territory. But in Lost Galaxy, they made it darker because the small childlike figure that Nick was talking about in Lost Galaxy, that's his son.
Uh-huh.
Power Rangers killed a kid.
They killed a son.
They killed a kid. Oh my god.
Yeah, it got really dark. And since we're on the topic of deaths,
Insert stat up theme playing.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito 2.
but still on the topic of deaths, Adam, if you would.
Okay, this is actually one of the first real major deaths in the series. And it also is why Kendrix, the Pink Ranger, is my favorite Pink Ranger. And possibly even my favorite female Ranger of all time. The actress for Kendrix, her name escapes me at the moment, I apologize. She actually came down with a case of leukemia. And she actually had to leave the show for a little bit to actually fight it. So she actually had in the In Space and Lost Galaxy crossover, to defeat Psycho Pink, she had to destroy a Savage Sword.
Valerie Vernon.
Huh?
Valerie Vernon.
Valerie
That's the person
Vernon.
who played Kendrick.
Yeah. Anyways, Kendrix had to destroy the sword, which actually ended her own life. And it made it so. And it actually opened up to another storyline to another one of my favorite Pink Rangers, Corone, who was actually Astronema last season. So the fact that we're getting a redemption arc on top of one of the greatest sacrifices in Power Rangers history, that was awesome. And I love it so much, and I love both of the actresses. They are amazing.
And it turns out happy in the end, because at the end of Lost Galaxy,
Kendrix came
back. Yeah, Kendrix did come back, I should say, and her actress actually beat the leukemia.
Yeah, thank God. She's 46 right now.
Damn right. Why do you think she's my favorite female Ranger? Let's go,
Ranked
fam.
right there. That's proof that she deserved to be a Power Ranger.
She is a Power Ranger through and
true.
through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, fun fact. You know how I said that Corone actually took over as the Pink Ranger?
Yep.
Did you know it was originally supposed to be Cassie, the Pink Space Ranger?
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Cassie, but there was some drama behind the scenes. I forgot what exactly happened, but essentially a lot of drama happened, and Cassie couldn't, and the actress for Cassie wouldn't do it or whatever. So they instead opted for in my opinion, a better storyline, bringing in the villain from last season, Astronema, her reformed version, Corone, as the new Pink Ranger, and I love that storyline.
When you have a redemption arc, it's always worrisome, though. You got to admit, because it doesn't even have to just be with Power Rangers. In anime, cartoons, TV shows, anything involving a redemption arc, it's always worrisome because you never know if they're really gonna play it well. This was one of those moments where they actually did a good job.
Yeah. Can I just point out one moment that I thought was hilarious?
Please.
What?
Okay, so for Lost Galaxy, they actually call upon these great big beasts as their Zords. They're called Galactabeasts. And how they summon them is that they scream, "Galactabeasts, arise!" The first time Corone tried to summon them, she was just like, "Galactabeasts over here!" Damon actually had to go up next to her and just like, "Actually, you gotta do it like this." And she was like, "Alright, Galactabeasts, arise!" Boom, they came up. Also, one more thing, because I'm sorry, I love Lost Galaxy so much, and I also know this one little thing that I think is actually really sweet.
What?
Okay, so the actor for the Green Ranger, I forgot his name, and the actress for Turkina, they're married and have 3 kids.
Say
Oh,
what now?
fucking way. Okay, you mean Damien? The guy who plays Damien?
Yeah.
That's Reggie Roll.
Yeah,
And
he's
the
married
actress
to the
plays
actress of
Turkina.
Turkina, and they have 3 kids.
That's
Well,
fucking
they-
crazy. What
They
the
met
hell?
on set. They fell in love. They
Congrats to them.
started dating. They got married and had 3 kids. Let's go.
Congrats to them.
Wendy Lee. Wow, a female actually. Oh, I forgot a female took over as Alpha in Lost in Space.
Mm-hmm.
Also best crossover. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, you gotta admit, there was a good crossover, especially because they brought back the fucking Psycho Rangers.
Excuse me, I
Alright.
burped. I apologize.
Moving on.
Okay, enough of my Lost
Wait, wait,
Galaxy
wait.
crap.
All right.
And now, I said enough of my Lost Galaxy crap.
No, can I wait, I'm about to introduce the next one. Ready? Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue!
Yes, Lightspeed Rescue. An interesting
The
concept
signal.
to say the least. They were actually, instead of the Rangers getting their powers by some sort of magic way or power source, these were the actually first man-made Rangers. Like, there was a government agency that actually created the morphers for the Rangers, and they comprised the team out of first responders, which I think is a pretty cool concept.
Oh hell yeah!
Smart, though.
Plus, I'll be honest, they made a great choice for the Red Ranger. Like Carter is actually a really really nice Red Ranger, and I like him.
He is.
Yeah, he's in. I think his character was trained to be like a paramedic or something, or a
Firefighter.
Firefighter. Yeah, no, each of them have different roles. He's a firefighter. The Blue Ranger was, I guess, someone who worked at an aquarium or something like that. I don't remember. The Green Ranger, I think, was a rodeo kind of guy or something. The Yellow Ranger was a cliff climber or whatever, or a hiker. I don't remember. And the Pink Ranger actually happened to be a nurse or a doctor.
The Pink Ranger
Yeah,
was
it
actually
was-
the daughter of the commander.
That too.
Also,
either way,
it introduced the first ever American-made Power Ranger, the Titanium
first ever.
Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and I think his story was actually pretty
Are you
cool.
still reading the Omnitrix?
I still have the Omnitrix.
If I may tell about the Titanium Ranger's story.
Go ahead.
Please.
So basically, it was a pretty interesting concept when the Rangers first met the Titanium Ranger, because after a few scuffles, they actually managed to get the visor off the helmet of the Titanium Ranger, and they got to look into his eyes and see his face. And when the Rangers were about to attack or shoot on him, the commander said, "Don't fire, because he is my son." Then we get a backstory and find out that one dark and rainy day, the commander, the Pink Ranger, his daughter, and his son, the Titanium Ranger, were driving one night and they got into an accident where they were hanging off the side of the cliff. Well, his son fell off and he was saved by a monster. He said he would spare the other two and save them, but he will take the son away and train him as one of his own evil minions. It's kind of a little bit of a dark story, but it does bring in a little bit of a redemption arc towards the end.
Yes, it does. And Nate, are you okay? Because I just saw you choke.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's because I'm not on your shirt. Alright. It's because I was eating some fry and I accidentally choked on it.
Oh,
I was asking if you were okay, fam.
yeah, he's okay.
All good.
But yeah, the Titanium Ranger, you're right. The first ever American Ranger, and I think they did him pretty well.
I honestly agree. I think Ryan was a great honestly a great character, a great arc, great suit. Not enough scenes with him because of course they had to adapt Sentai footage, but you know, I really would love to see more of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nate, anything for you to say on Lightspeed?
Yeah, hold on for a second. Lightspeed was really good. They did a good story for it. They did a really good crossover with Lost Galaxy too. That one was really good.
I didn't
And-
see that. I want to see that so badly.
Oh, dude, you better. Oh, you should though. It's actually a really good crossover. Hold up, I gotta move. But fudge. But yeah, with the crossover for Lost Galaxy and
Next on the Three
Lightspeed Rescue-
Amigos, Voltag House Tour.
yeah, hell nah. Anyways, now we're back in my room, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna unhinge it. But yeah, with the crossover, it was really good. I won't go too much into detail because I want Adon to see it first. I'll see if I can find a way for him to watch it. And talking back with the Titanium Ranger, they did a good job with it. Like they did a good job with risking making their own Ranger. Like that was a smart deal with them. Everything else was really good. The bad guys were good. Story was good. Plot, everything. And yeah. I'm trying to think of one more thing that I could think of. Oh, also, by the way, just to let you guys know, the crossover bad guy. Oh my god, the monster was terrifying. That gave me nightmares for a bit when I was younger. Alright, we're done with that. I'm gonna hinge this now.
And now
All
we
right.
come to time, boys. Time Force!
Time Force! I don't remember the theme.
Rangers, let's go!
Oh man, the year I was born, 2001.
That's when I was born too. Shit!
Oh yeah,
Like-
just let you guys know, they're a year older than me.
Oh,
Yeah.
also I'm gonna say this right off the bat. Best
Me.
Red Ranger ever!
No, I got it
Best
earlier.
Pink Ranger,
Sorry.
in my opinion.
Say it again.
Best Pink Ranger, in my opinion. Jen.
Jen. I love Jen. She's great.
Jen's amazing.
Look, I love
But yeah,
Leo, but I cannot deny it that Wes is a great Red Ranger.
yeah. I mean, taking the idea of time travel and putting it into a form of Power Rangers is actually pretty interesting, pretty invigorating.
I actually had the Time Force Game Boy Advance game for a little bit, but I got bored, so I decided to sell it.
Oh.
Speaking on the game, actually, I just want to ask real quickly: would you guys be okay? We could make like quick comments on the Battle for the Morphin Grid game later, like just quick comments on it.
Probably
If we have
after
enough
we
time.
talk about all the seasons.
That's why.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, I can't really say much for Time Force. I didn't really watch it.
I didn't
A lot,
either,
but I heard it was pretty good. They had pretty good concepts, and I heard that there was a dark moment actually, where aside from the fact, actually, you guys said it already, right? For the dark moment, like what happened to the first Red Ranger?
Yeah, the first Red Ranger was killed in action.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
and one other thing. For the first Red Ranger for Time Force, he
Alex.
was actually
Alex is his name.
Alex. He was actually engaged to Jen.
Yeah.
in Time
Imagine.
Force.
And it
Can
sucked
you
'cause she
imagine
witnessed
seeing
it.
your fiance blown up in front of you?
It's messed
Actually,
up
no,
too.
executed.
Execution style. Damn.
And it messed up because you see, like, they even pulled the whole, like, oh, takes the hit, turns around, sees them, and it's
I
like,
apologize.
I'm sorry, falls down.
Well, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, I'm just gonna be honest. Wes and Jen's love story, bro. That was good.
It
Also,
was
but-
pretty good, but also it's a little bit freaky because that's the ancestor to her fiance.
Fucking excuse me.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wes
that's
is
news to
a-
me.
I
the hell?
didn't know
I
that.
was gonna say Alex is basically a descendant of Wes.
Wow.
Well, that explains why Jen liked him.
Pretty much.
That's a little weird, but you know, I actually heard
Also,
they're
I
going to
think-
come out with a comic, trying to explore the relationship between the two.
Yeah.
Speaking of more dark moments, though, sorry, I think the cape, my headphones came off. Speaking more on the dark moments with Time Force, it's actually, I think there was a moment where we had a little bit of small racism in it.
Yeah.
Because I remember, because there was a moment where the Red Ranger was supposed to, I think, kill an alien, and I think
Actually,
it was
I think it was the Quantum Ranger.
Yeah, it was the Quantum Ranger.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
Quantum
was.
Ranger
Yeah.
was going to kill an alien, but the Green
you-
Time Force Ranger stood up for him.
Yeah, because you saw like you're only killing him because he's different, and then he revealed he was an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, there even though it's proven that the Super Sentai is more dark than the American version was like smart enough to slid in a little bit of some dark moments.
Oh, yeah. Because they knew that there were some adults watching.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Is there any more comments for Time
I don't
Force?
really have anything for Time Force because, like I said, I haven't seen it. But you know,
Oh, also speaking of the going back with crossovers, we should have talked more about some of the crossovers we had with them. But Time Force,
the Time Force crossover with Lightspeed Rescue.
I gotta admit it was kind of bland.
I didn't see it, so
And one of my
I
personal
saw-
favorite.
I mean, it's because they brought
Sorry, I was
back one of the
fixing my
villains,
tricks.
and they didn't even make her a challenge. Like they just blew her up in an instant.
Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really do that
Alright.
well. All right.
Alright,
And
So
now
we
we
got
go
another-
to Wild Force.
All right, just
Wild
a quick
Force.
reminder. I got 45 minutes left to record with you guys before I could hit the rack.
Yeah, I know.
But
I was
yeah.
ki- I was keeping track.
Anyway, Wild Force. This was
That was a good season.
it's a pretty interesting season because this was a season that actually did changing of the guard, I would say.
In what way?
Well, this was the season that Saban, the first era of Saban, handed off the torch to a place that we're all a little too familiar with.
It's the
Disney?
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Oh, shut up. That would be the House of Mouse itself, Disney. Yes, you heard that right, folks. Power Rangers were once owned by Disney.
Just pissed off Voltec.
Yeah.
Regardless, Wild Force itself was a good season. The whole premise was the orcs were actually sealed away, but they were brought back because humans are humans and they just pollute everything.
Pretty much.
And yeah, the whole premise of like the animal theme was pretty interesting, and I liked how the Red Ranger, I forgot what his name was, Cole, he was almost like a Rocky-esque, or no, like not Rocky, Rambo-esque like character.
A little bit, yeah.
Is it because of the hair?
And the bandana.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he wears the bandana. I forgot about that.
He has a bandana on his head, so yeah.
I will say before I would talk about the other crossover that they had with it. First, I want to say with Wild Force, they actually had a pretty interesting, I want to say, anti-hero, who was who became the Wolf Ranger later on. I don't remember his name, but it was that Night Wolf guy. That guy was sick, and he even.
Oh yes.
And he even gave off like the evil Tommy vibes when he played his like flute weapon. Like every time I hear it, dude, I get chills down my spine. It's so sick.
Let's
But
go.
also so really soothing. Reich's roster. But now going to the crossover, which is by far probably one of the best. And
Reinforcements
also,
from the future.
ladies and gentlemen,
Forever Red.
There you go.
Forever Red.
Oh yeah, that too. Forever
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
was fucking awesome, bro. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw the fight scene.
I have the episode.
Bro, that
have
was
the episode.
lit. That was awesome.
have
Same
the-
here.
I have
I
the
have the episode
episode.
too.
Let's
But-
go.
But for the list of all the Rangers, we have Mighty Morphin, we have Alien Ranger, Zeo Ranger, Turbo Ranger, Space Ranger, Lost Galaxy Ranger, Lightspeed Rescue Ranger, Time Force
Time Force.
Ranger, and the Quantum Ranger, as well as the Wild Force Ranger.
That's 10 Rangers, folks.
Yep, all Rider Rangers. Also, fun fact, actually, some of the bad guys in that crossover, those like weird looking bug like robots,
Yeah.
they were actually based off of the battle beetles or whatever they're called again.
Beetleborgs.
Yeah, Beetleborgs. They
The
were actually based off of.
Beetleborgs.
You can tell. You can tell, like, because It's funny because they used to have the show on Netflix. I saw it and I was looking at the suits and I was like, why do they look like the bad guys from Forever Red? And then I saw why.
Actually, I have a fun fact about Forever Red. Did you actually know that the only Red Ranger to not be featured in that one was Rocky? He was the only Red Ranger not to be there. Do you know why he wasn't there?
Why?
I'm trying to think.
The actor
Why?
for Rocky was called, and they were just like, yeah, dude, we're going to bring all the Red Rangers together. And he was just like, okay, cool. He moved. And they didn't call him again.
Oh.
So that's
he-
why Rocky isn't in Forever Red.
Wonk wonk. But hey, the fact that they brought Austin St. John back was like a big thing because, like I said,
They
he
brought
was the
Austin
first
St.
ever one.
John and Jason David Frank.
Yep.
That's the most iconic duo you could think of.
Also, can we just
Duo. I'll wait.
also can we just acknowledge the fact that Austin roasted Tommy as he left?
Oh man.
I didn't.
Like it was like I was busy saving the world while he was kissing up to Kimberly, and I'm like, oh, this man.
This man has cojones.
I'm like, this man is this.
There's
you can
only
obviously-
there's only one line I remember from after the battle. It was from TJ. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I was baked into a pizza?
what?
That actually
remember
happened
that
in
line.
Turbo.
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
that.
That actually
You
happened.
gotta. Yeah, Forever Red was good. All right, after Wild Force.
Yeah, we
what
don't have
was
much to
after
say about
Force?
Wild Force. Now we have Ninja
Yeah.
Storm.
Oh my God! Wait.
Also,
how did that one go
first-
again?
the
can we have a
Disney
quick
era.
can we have a quick moment to honor the Red Ranger, who
Yes.
his actor, his name escapes me. He has passed. Great man. And honestly, I wish they would have brought him back for at least one more time. I'll save that for later, but regardless, may his soul rest in peace.
Amen, brother.
Now let's talk about Ninja Storm.
I just gotta say
All right.
that loss hits me because Ninja Storm was one of my favorite ones. Also, badass season. I love Ninja Storm.
Yeah,
I think my favorite part of Ninja Storm was the helmets that had opening and closing
Yes.
visors.
Oh my god,
that
that
was
so
pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen much of Ninja Storm, but I do. From what I have seen, bro, it makes me want to see the whole thing.
Dude, it's so sick, especially when they bring in the Thunderstorm Rangers,
Oh,
Thunderstorm
yes.
Rangers.
and then they bring in the
Also,
Samurai
they have a
Green
lot of
Ranger.
tricks. Like, they have a lot of tricks. They can grow big. They can split into two. They can vanish and have their suits leave behind.
Oh, fun fact! Bringing up the Red Ranger, may he rest in peace. Turns out he actually dislocated his arm one time in one of the takes.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
I saw in a old panel that in a Power Rangers con that the Crimson Ranger, I believe, he ended up saying, "Oh yeah, like he was like in the suit and he was like doing one of the fight scenes and one of the stunt doubles or whatever kicked his arm so hard that his arm went from like this to just freaking just limp."
Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah, and when I heard that, I'm like, "Oh my god."
Oh my gosh.
And it's also actually also interesting about that. Actually, at the same time, they also stated that they actually let them watch some of the Super Sentai of Ninja Storm and such, so they could kind of get a little bit of an understanding for the characters that they're gonna try and play.
Hurricane Ranger, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Hurricane Ninjas. I gotta continue watching that.
Oh yes. I also like the Green Samurai Ranger because
Cam.
I think
Yeah.
his
Cam was
uniform
awesome.
was his uniform was awesome, and I also like the fact that for his little overcoat, when he removes it, instead of just like, oh, it's gonna float gently to the ground.
No,
it's
it
armor,
falls
bro.
it falls like a ton of bricks, like Goku's
Yeah.
ankle weights.
Yeah, basically saying he's being held back, but once that's off, oh, you're screwed.
Also, can we just admire how they took a tech character, someone who's supposed to be behind the scenes, and made him a ranger? That was
sick.
awesome.
But what I love is like how surprised the Rangers got though. Like they're all trying to break the bricks and they're like, "Ah!" And the second Cam goes in, "Hia!" just breaks it.
Badass.
And they're just
Also,
like,
I think Nick can really appreciate him because Cam wore glasses the entire time.
oh yeah,
Nerds.
This dude is sick.
Oh wait, hold
Cam
on,
was smart.
hold on. Where are my glasses? I have glasses here.
He's lost his glasses. Oh no, Velma.
Okay, I can't find my glasses, but I do have these glasses.
All right, easy there. We're not jumping through yet.
Welcome, Doctor Disrespect.
Alright, but now we come to, I think, Nate's favorite season. Dino
wait.
Thunder.
No. Dino Rangers roar. There's a light in the distance.
See it coming closer with the force of ages. Centuries
God.
gone by.
Protectors of the rights.
Defenders gonna fight.
You guys are
Dino
killing
Rangers
me.
roar. Power Rangers go.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, no, Dino Thunder was awesome, bro. And here's also a thing.
It's actually a legacy season, which is
It is, and what's
ultra
also
awesome.
amazing about it is how well they made the story to this. 'Cause
I agree.
They brought in good characters. They made good characters with Connor, Ethan, and Kira, who are the Red, Blue, and Yellow Ranger.
And then they
in
brought Tommy back.
Yes, they brought
is-
Tommy in, and what's good about it is they didn't have him immediately become a ranger. In fact, they kept him as a mentor, which was actually a really smart idea for them because they got a legendary ranger who they didn't even realize was a ranger, mentoring them through them being rangers.
Which I think was a very nice touch. That's
Yeah,
that's
was.
smart writing right there.
The monsters were pretty good. The comedy was actually accurate as hell. It was funny. And then they brought in the best thing ever. So Power Rangers likes to bring in moments where they'll have either like a clone ranger come
an
in to be a
evil
bad guy
ranger.
or an evil ranger. They brought in probably one of the best evil rangers today, and he is on the rankings like with Tommy at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about Dino Thunder White Ranger Trent.
Oh,
Also
yeah.
known as Voltaic's boyfriend.
Yes, I will. I am gay for Trent. I can confirm.
Oh man.
I would date this man.
But yeah, Trent was pretty awesome. His story was pretty good. The
His
suit
entrance
is
was pretty
amazing.
awesome.
They did
And I
his
think-
character right through.
And I think he could even take on Tommy, actually.
Yeah, I mean he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at it, like when he was still in his evil phase, you can see that Trent was very on par with Tommy. Even for the fact that Trent is barely coming into being a ranger, and Tommy has been a ranger for years.
Yeah, Tommy's been part of like 3 Ranger teams.
Yeah, and Trent just
4.
barely got his power.
Well, Tommy was in his 4th, but
Oh
In
no
the
way!
past, he's
I
been on-
miscounted. I was
Yeah, no,
counting.
this
I was
is-
counting suits, not teams. I apologize.
Yeah, no.
I'm counting
So
actual Ranger teams. But yeah, he's been on 3 Ranger teams.
yeah, and the fact that Trent, who is a newcomer, was able to take down not only the 3 Rangers, but be on par with the legend himself. And no, you can't say, oh, it's because he's older now. He's probably a bit rusty. Hell no, it's not because he's rusty, man. He is on par with one of the best legends in the entire world.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut into this real quick. Can we just say that Tommy's the dream sequences with fighting his Zeo form, White Ranger form, and his Green Ranger form was awesome, and probably one of
Yep.
the best moments in the entire series.
He was literally fighting for his life.
They were
was
testing
fighting
him to see if he really
himself!
deserved to be a ranger again. I think.
And it was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Also, another fact that you could prove that like Trent is very on par with Tommy. The fact that Tommy needed Trent to help him take out that shield for Connor was another example of saying, yeah, no, he's probably also one of the second powerful Power Rangers in the world.
That's
You could definitely
true.
say that. And okay, so we have anything else for Dino Thunder? Oh wait, we forgot the crossover.
Yes, the best crossover ever.
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite crossover.
Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder. This
Dino
is one of my
Thunder.
favorite crossovers because we had 2 Ranger teams fighting each other.
So here's the reason why that is the case. It is not because, oh, we want to test your skill, or, oh, we think you're the bad Ranger. Actually, technically it is, but here's the reason why. Ninja Storm believed that the Rangers were the enemies, and the reasoning to that is because they were brainwashed.
They were mind fucked.
Yep, pretty much. Those 3 Rangers, the blue, yellow, and red Ranger from Ninja Storm, were fighting up against Dino Thunder, and it was sick. And the reason why they broke out of it was because their fellow teammates, was Cam and the Crimson Ranger and the Thunder Rangers,
Cam, Hunter, and Blake.
Yeah, Cam, Hunter, and Blake came in and gave them like I think new morphers or something.
They gave them
And it
new
broke
little
them out of
power
their-
discs to power the morphers,
and yeah, broke them out of their trance. And now they had the best awesome crossover ever, especially with their morphin sequence, man.
that was one of the
Oh,
best.
man.
Can we actually recreate that real quick? I have a morpher.
I could do it quick. I'll do it all in quick thing. It's just Dino Thunder, power, White Ranger, Dino Power, Ninja Storm, Ranger Form, Thunderstorm, Ranger Form, Samurai Ranger. Fuck.
Samurai Storm, Ranger form.
Yeah, there you go. And then ha!
Now, but
you
I can
guys
pull
are-
it off better. Watch.
No, you.
Dino Thunder, power up! Ha! Fight me.
Oh, God.
All right. But moving on to Nick's favorite season. SPD emergency. Let's go. Okay,
Let's
Nick, we're
go,
gonna let you take over because this is your territory.
Wait, before we do,
Okay.
before we do, can we just say that the intro to it is very iconic, always having that guy being SPD emergency?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Continue.
So, SPD is actually one of my favorite seasons in the Disney era. I have like different favorite seasons from different eras, but out of the Disney era, SPD was my favorite, mostly because one, I actually grew up with it a little bit, and I love the suits, and one of my first ever Power Ranger toys was the red SPD Ranger. No
Whoa,
joke.
I have the red SPD Ranger too.
I have a
Yeah.
blue. I have a couple of I had a couple of Power Rangers toys when I was little. I had the action figure for the blue Operation Overdrive Ranger, and I have the
Yeah.
Overdrive Morpher, but I lost it. So that's why I have
Yeah.
the Omnitrix. I couldn't find my Morpher.
Bro, I should have brought Trent's Morpher.
All right. So, yeah, for SPD, I really like this season with the whole police theme and almost like military-esque theme. All the characters were pretty good, and I kind of liked how they built up Sky's character because at first he was trying to strive to be a Red Ranger like his late father, who was killed in the line of duty as the Red Ranger. But instead, they gave his Red Ranger status to a low-life street rat, if you were to say that.
Zach, yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty
And pretty much Sky was like, wait, that isn't fair. This is a little BS. And Kruger, who was their boss, was like, you gotta earn this. And towards the end of the season, Sky actually did. He actually managed to claim the Red Ranger mantle.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach left to be with his lady.
Yeah. And also, I'm going to say, once we get to Operation Overdrive, I'm going to explain a little bit of what I'm looking in the future of Power Rangers.
Yeah. Volt, you look like you needed to say something. What's up?
Dino Thunder crossover.
That was pretty good.
Okay.
That was good.
It was
Actually, there were
pretty
two
good.
episodes for that, and both of them were pretty good. Actually, I forgot. Did Jason David Frank show up for that?
Nope. It was just.
I
I
think
think it was
it's just the original 3.
Yeah, it was just Ethan, Connor, and Trent. No, not Trent. Kira, my bad. Dude, if they brought Trent back though, it would have been even awesome.
They did bring back Trent.
Not for the crossover.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Second episode. Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah. He's gotta look it up.
Wait, hold up. Hold up.
Man, I'm coughing like General Grievous.
No, wait, did he? Did he? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, he did.
Hold up. Let's see. Did he? Oh my God, they did.
Yeah, told ya.
Oh, man.
They didn't. I don't think they bring back Jason David Frank though. I don't think they did.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
That's bull.
Also, wait.
That's
I know
bull.
we went off of Dino Thunder already, but I just gotta say, Trent X Kira, best ship ever.
I may fight you on that for another ship. But
Also,
we'll get to that later.
Kira Bomb. I love her. I would date her.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome, too.
I would date her and Trent.
At the same time.
Yes.
All right.
And now we
So
come
let's
to a season that I'm not really familiar with all that much. Mystic Force.
Here come the Power
Mystic
Rangers.
Force.
Here come the Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Here
I'm
come
not
the
that all
Power Rangers.
familiar with Mystic Force myself.
I am slightly
I
familiar
know
with
a
it,
little
but
bit
I was
about it.
weirded out by
Like I heard some interesting trivia. If you guys want to hear that.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Apparently, the mentor of them, I think, was actually a reincarnation of Rita Repulsa.
That's what I've heard. Actually,
That's what I've heard.
no, I think the person who gave or hid away the Ranger powers was a reincarnation of Rita Repulsa, as she was filled with good energy.
Yep.
Also, speaking of Rita, we forgot to mention, I think the original actress who played Rita Repulsa also passed away too, Sally.
Ah,
Yeah.
shit.
May she rest in peace. Same thing with Lord Zed, though, too.
I know, same thing.
All
Fudge.
of them rest in peace. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah,
so
So they
I don't-
should bring Goldar back
can,
one
can
day.
Can we talk about Mystic Force? Because I don't think any of us know
All
it.
I can say is that it's just a bunch of kids who found out they can use magic and such, and that was about it.
It's like logic.
It's like hippity boppity boo, I give you magic, mother.
Also, capes.
Also, capes.
Yeah, they added capes.
I like capes.
Also, fun fact, actually, I dressed up as the red Mystic Force Ranger one time for Halloween.
You
and I
don't
was
even know
blue.
the series that you dressed up as one of the Rangers?
I mean, I kind of did watch it. I just don't remember most of it. Also, I think before that or after that, I dressed up as the blue SPD Ranger.
Nice.
Oh, dude.
I still have the costume in my bag, actually.
Oh my god.
You gotta mail that to Nick.
Oh, it's not gonna fit him. It's a kid's size still.
He'll still wear
I
it.
lost the mask though, Sally.
Let's see.
And now we
Since
come-
Mystic Force.
So we don't know much about
Mystic
Mystic
Force
Force. We
was-
can't really talk about that, but we can talk about
Yeah.
Operation Overdrive, if I'm not mistaken.
Power Rangers, Operation Overdrive.
Which is actually regarded
Okay.
as one of the worst seasons of Power Rangers.
I think this was one of the worst of the Disney era.
I think
Yeah,
it
a lot
was
of
the
people-
worst of the Disney era.
Actually, no. The next, actually, I'll explain which one was actually the worst one of the Disney era after this one.
No, but just overall, this one was the worst.
It was
Not that
bad,
great of
yeah.
characters. The story was meh at best. It was all over the place. The only
Crossover
thing
was-
good and salvageable about that season was the anniversary special.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
that
only.
crossover was pretty good.
But I will say there is one confusing thing about it, and I will explain it after I say who came back for that anniversary crossover. So for who came back for that, we got, I believe it was 4 Rangers, right? That came back.
5.
Okay, I think I can,
Five.
I can
And it
name
was-
them all. We got Red SPD Ranger,
We
Green
got-
Mystic Force, Blue Ninja Storm,
Yellow,
Yellow
Dino Thunder,
Dino Thunder, and Black
and
Mighty
Black
Morphin.
Mighty Morphin.
So in other words,
Yeah,
we got Adam, Kira, Tori, Xander, and Bridge, who was green SPD, but now is red.
from
Well, Bridge was green in SPD, then at the very end he got promoted to blue, and then in the anniversary season for Operation Overdrive, he got promoted to red, which is why I said during the SPD segment I wanted to talk about this for a second. When Bridge got promoted to the Red Ranger, I know who filled, well, technically I know who filled in the green and kind of a little bit of the Blue Ranger spots, because Pink and Yellow Rangers were made the same, with Sid and Z. The Blue Ranger is another female ranger, I don't know her name, but the Green Ranger should shock you all.
who?
What is it?
The name of the person who took over the Green SPD Ranger? J.J. Oliver.
Oh, well, that sounds familiar.
Tommy's son.
Well, then.
Look it up. J.J. Oliver is the Green SPD Ranger ever since Bridge got Red SPD.
Oh my God! It's confirmed it in the comic books, and holy crap, he has the armor.
That is
Yeah, he also
awesome.
has the armor
That
as
is
well.
actually awesome.
Yo, hold up, Don. If you actually no, can you edit it or whatever? I don't know if you can. I'm
don't-
setting the
I
image
don't-
right
I don't-
now.
Oh gosh. Okay, just
I
send
have-
it in. Just send it in chat. I'll show it real quick.
Yeah, I did. Oh my God, that is so freaking sick, dude.
Yo, I like that. That's
I am finding
lit.
I am finding that comic book now. There's a comic book store by my grandparents' house. I'm finding that comic book now.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just gave you some pretty cool
But yeah,
knowledge.
that crossover was pretty damn epic. It brought all the villains of Overdrive together, and also apparently the love child of Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa.
Yeah,
which-
that's what I wanted to bring up. What the hell?
he looks deformed.
It is terrifying.
Looks
Like
fucking deformed.
because
What the
it's funny. At
fuck?
first, when I was a kid, I didn't really care much about the bad guys. But when I found out, oh yeah, it's the child of Rita and Lord Zed, I'm like, but Rita and Lord Zed became humans after that. When did they make this abomination?
I don't know. It's weird. It's confusing. I don't like to focus on it. Let's
Also,
move
fun
on.
fact: Johnny Young Bosch, who played Adam as the Black Mighty Morphin Ranger, he said that when they gave him the line to say "more phenomenal," like after he blew up the sun, he was like he had no idea what that meant.
Ah,
He was like, "What does that even mean?"
what does that even mean?
Yeah.
All right. So we have anything else to say about Operation Overdrive? Other than that, it sucked.
Not really.
Not really.
All right. Well, now we go to Jungle Fury then.
Oh wait. Going back to Ninja Storm, Tori, I would smash her.
All right. So now you say to Jungle Fury,
Underrated.
Rangers!
Underrated.
and according
was-
to the Ranger Wiki, this actually received worse than Turbo for
That
critic
is some
ratings.
bull.
That is some actual bull.
And this is to the range. This is from the Ranger Wiki. This actually received worse than Turbo. Like Turbo had like a 40% approval rating. Jungle Fury had 30%.
That is bull.
Is that
Dude,
from
Jungle
critics
Fury
or
was
fans?
best.
No, I think this is from critics.
Well, the critics can go jump off a cliff.
Also, gonna say this right now. I'm just gonna say this right now. And the only reason why I'm saying he's the best is because one, I remember how idiotic and hilarious he was. At the same time, I use him. I kind of main him in the Morphin Grid game. Freaking RJ from Jungle Fury. He was the best part of the show.
Yes. But I'm gonna say
That's
this. I think
not.
the reason why I'm gonna say Jungle Fury is one of those series where it's like it's so bad, but it's good. It's like really good.
Like I like
Yeah.
I kind of like the parallel from with the Red Ranger Casey and the villain Daishi. I really like the comparison.
Daichi, go away. We're here to save the day.
Like those two, you can see the parallels between them, and it's great.
RJ was pretty awesome, and the Spirit Rangers. Oh my god.
More
was
man-made Rangers, more
Yes.
no, what? Not man-made, American-made. I apologize.
Yes.
But damn, those suits look good.
And also,
yeah.
fun fact, actually, we also had a villain who was able to morph into like a somewhat chameleon-like ranger thing.
The Chameleon Warrior, yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was sick.
Yeah.
that was pretty sick.
Also,
Alright.
there was also a cool moment where I think around the time when RJ became the Wolf Ranger, that he actually ended up having moments where he was cursed and became a wolf randomly and attacked his team.
Yep,
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say it now. That fucking wolf outfit, bro. That's a purple ranger, and I love it.
I know, right?
Purple Rangers,
it.
let's go. We need more
Let's
Purple
go.
Rangers.
Let's go.
I was gonna say if we gotten Tokyuger adapted into Power Rangers, we could have gotten another Purple Ranger.
We need more Purple Rangers, damn it.
We need an Orange Ranger, and that's only because I made an Orange Ranger OC. Yes, I make OCs. I'm a nerd.
Well, we almost had a few Orange Rangers. Well,
But
I
they were
think
like temporarily or something.
I think for SPD, the Orange Ranger, that was in a dream.
I think so.
Yeah,
Sequel.
I actually really like the suit too, so it's a real shame.
Yeah, and actually, I think they did make another. They made a canon Orange Ranger for a kid who was like, I think it was like a Make-A-Wish kid or something.
Yeah, they made
They
an
made-
Orange Ranger, an Orange Dino Charge Ranger.
And they made a
Okay,
canon.
after Jungle Fury, I think is RPM, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Now
Fun
this
fact,
is
actually,
another
before-
season.
Before we
Oh,
get
go
into
ahead.
this, I want to tell you guys a fun fact actually that I learned a while back. Turns out that the Yellow Ranger who played, or the girl who played the Yellow Ranger in RPM is actually the main lead for iZombie.
Yep, I know that.
I didn't know that. Like, when I first watched iZombie, I had no idea who she was, and I was already like, oh, I like this show. And the second I found out she was in the lead, I'm like, what?
She was a ranger? I don't know much
That's
about RPM,
crazy.
otherwise knowing the fact that it's dark as hell.
Can't.
Yeah, RPM
I
is
don't
pretty
remember.
dark as hell, but again, this is another season that was changing of the guard from Disney back to the second Saban era, and this is what brought Power Rangers back out of the grave again for the second time.
Yeah, it was almost done after Jungle Fury.
Yeah, but once RPM came and was set in the post-apocalyptic world, oh man,
Ooh.
we got some good.
I think that caught Nick's attention actually.
Oh, we lost Volt for a second.
Give him a second, he's loading.
Apologize, my computer kind of shut off on me, so I was
Ah.
like, everything else.
That's all right. But yes, it was pretty dark because of the post-apocalyptic setting, but it was pretty awesome.
It was
Um,
damn cool.
Oh wait, I gotta mention this because it's one of my favorite characters in RPM. Who's the Blue Ranger again?
I forgot his name.
He's
Shit.
Irish.
He's Scottish.
Oh yeah, it's like I forgot about that.
He's
I think it's funny 'cause
Scottish!
It's funny because actually, I'm glad you said that because I actually got recommended that video a while back.
It's like red is the cute one, blue is the black is the brooding bad boy, and green's the child, and yellow, well, she's the girl. So what are you supposed to be?
I'm
Scottish.
Oh my gosh. Well, now I need to find the video you guys are talking about because I want
I'll get. It's pretty easy. Just say, just put Power Rangers. I'm Scottish, and it's already there.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It's
Well, do
amazing.
we have anything about RPM? Because I didn't see much of it.
I just thought it was iffy. I didn't really think much of it.
I think it was a pretty cool concept with the post-apocalyptic world, like almost like Fallout-esque, but not too rated M for mature.
Yeah, I felt like it was an interesting direction for Power Rangers because it was dark, and that's something we haven't seen before until
do
we
wanna
got to
say,
Battle
if
for
you
the
do
Grid,
want-
but we can get into that later.
If you do want a Fallout-like story without being rated M for mature, then RPM's your best bet.
Oh yeah, it's good. All right. So anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, now we come to the new era, the Neo Saban era, otherwise known as one of the worst eras of Power Rangers ever.
Starting out with Samurai and Super Samurai. Let's group them together. Samurai and Super Samurai.
Okay, I'm the one who knows these guys better than anyone because
All I gotta
this
say
is
is
actually
that
when I
I-
started getting into Power Rangers.
Wait,
Sad,
really?
I know, but I went back and watched the later seasons. They were good, regardless. Samurai was actually confirmed to be a rushed job. They actually really focused on basing it entirely off of Shinkenger, which is the Super Sentai equivalent. And they drew so many parallels, and it was just it came together as a bundled mess, really. Like, the Red Ranger Jaden was okay, but he constantly had to relearn the lesson, hey, you got a team, dumbass!
I think that's okay. Really quick.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the main reasons why I also stopped, because he was one of the main characters that I disliked so much.
Yeah, Jaden was not a good Red Ranger. I feel like Lauren, the female Red Ranger, would have been a much better option. Like, really,
most of you
Power
guys-
Rangers missed out on a huge opportunity. If they put Lauren in the main spot and had Jaden be the one who came in, I feel like the story would have been much better received. Because think about it, that is the perfect opportunity to bring in a female Red Ranger, have her lead the team, and we all know Lauren, she is amazing, because
He is so
her
loved that
actress,
he
the
was one of-
actress they chose for Lauren, she was so dedicated to the role, and I freaking loved it because she did every action perfectly. Every
What's
subtle movement, every emotion she portrayed, it was amazing.
Yeah, if you guys also don't know this, in Power Rangers, they always have this thing where the Rangers, like, they act like they're bad actors because you can tell they are barely starting in acting. But the fact with Don saying, like, Lauren was doing everything proved that either A, she had done this before, or B, she was just so dedicated, she made sure to make everything look and feel real.
It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
I feel like it was a whole missed opportunity. That could have been amazing, but they decided to just go Shinkenger, and honestly, no.
What's funny about this though is that actually,
if you want a good story about Samurai, just go watch Shinkenger. Don't.
fun
even
fact
bother with
actually,
Samurai.
about Lauren. Lauren is so loved, just like RJ from Jungle Fury, that they were both put into the Power of the Morphin Grid on the video game.
Yeah, Lauren was put into the comics because they needed to do her character justice. They needed.
Yeah,
to.
she was really
yeah.
important. She was really important to it.
Oh yeah, and now we come to the bombshell.
I don't even want to say the name.
Mega Force.
Super Mega Force.
Okay,
Okay.
let me just talk about them first and just say this. These 2 seasons sucked a lot. Like, if you really want to watch better versions of this, go watch Go Sager and Go Kaiger. And also, was the Super Mega Force, when they had the quote-unquote legendary Ranger powers, not just going from the other past Power Rangers, but also changing into the Super Sentai forms, you really did us dirty, Power Rangers. You really did us dirty. You didn't do them justice.
What's funny about this too is, like, it's not even like the younger kids who are watching this loved it, but if you're like a diehard fan of Power Rangers,
This was a
like,
slap
we're
in the face.
Yeah. Now here's the thing: me, a Nick, and a Don, we're somewhat diehard Power Ranger fans, but even then, we knew this was bad. All the other ones, oh, dude, they had almost went in a riot.
The writing was terrible. This whole season in general was just trash. The characters were poorly written, especially the Red Ranger Troy. The whole thing is just a mess, and I didn't like it.
Everything was
Yeah,
not good.
like I said,
Also-
if you really want to watch the better versions of these seasons, just watch Go Sager and Go Kaiger.
You'll have
Also,
a much
the,
better time.
Also, the
honestly.
Super Mega Force special, which I think was a movie, where they brought in all the Rangers, it did not do
Yes.
it justice at all. Like,
It was
didn't even
it was like 5 minutes.
it didn't even give any good spotlight
Okay.
for all the other Rangers.
Legit, I actually looked on YouTube. There is a video made by a Power Rangers fan. He made it's called Legendary Battle, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. And it was much better. It was much better. It's
sad
really
thing
bad when a
about-
YouTube creator can take the footage from the Legendary Battle from Super Sentai, put some voice lines over it, and it's better than the actual product.
And you know what's sad is, for that crossover episode, they asked a lot of the old actors to come and return.
10 of
for
them returned.
This whole,
They
yeah,
brought 10
only
legendary
10 of
rangers
them.
in, including Leo and Corone, 2 of my favorite rangers of all time.
And Jason David Frank. It sucked, dude. Like, you could, because they didn't give him any spotlight. I'm pretty sure if they did give the other Rangers like maybe more of a spotlight, because they were saying this was supposed to be like, I think, the anniversary special too, right?
25 years.
Yes, they should
Yeah.
have given more spotlight
Well,
to
20
the other
years,
Rangers.
but, you
Yes,
know.
we get it. We get it. Yes, it's the Mega Force. They should get more of the spotlight. But here's the thing: if you're gonna celebrate an anniversary to all the Rangers before then, you should have gave them more of a spotlight.
Also, can we just point out the fact that Emily, Mike, and Damon in that episode had no lines? No lines! Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Look, I can understand it for Mike and Emily because they're samurai, they're still new, but Damon? Really? That's a Lost Galaxy Ranger, you morons!
Dude, Damon is the best. Damon is the best from Lost Galaxy, bro.
Bro, there were 3 Lost Galaxy Rangers in there, and they barely got any spotlight. I was pissed. Not to mention, one of them was Corone. You know, the one who
Yeah.
attacked Earth as Astronema? The one who nearly sent the Earth into near destruction? You
Dude, they
gave
even
her
just
no
gave her-
commentary at all?
Dude, I think the only line they ever really gave Corone was literally when she looked at her helmet, was just like, "I love being a Ranger." They could have done better with that.
They did us fucking dirty, bro.
Yeah.
The
All right,
only...
I think
What?
I'm almost running low on time.
You sure,
Alright,
you
let's go
can't
on
stay
a
up for
rush.
another half hour?
I mean, we could go on a quick rush. We could go on a quick rush on the other ones.
All right, speed run, go. Starting with
Dino Charge.
Dino Charge. Did not really like it.
Actually,
And
Dino
not
Charge
the
was pretty good.
best fan.
That was the saving grace. Essentially, it was an alright. It was pretty alright. The characters were pretty well written. Actually, I feel like this was a direct response to Super Mega Force, just of how trashed it was. That Saban was just like, okay, we gotta fix this. So they put together Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge. It was actually alright. Ninja Steel, they fell from grace again.
yeah, it was kind of mixed all over the place.
Ninja Steel was just as bad as Mega Force.
And then we got the
Super
current
Ninja
one we
Steel,
got,
they
which
did
is-
a little better. I will admit.
Next, we got Beast Morphers.
Okay, Beast Morphers was actually passing the mantle. Saban actually sold Power Rangers to Hasbro. And Beast Morphers actually did... Beast Morphers was A love letter to RPM fans, and B, did the Legendary Rangers justice. There were a lot of callbacks to some Legendary Ranger teams, including in the finale, where the Beast Morpher Rangers, they had no access to their own weapons, so guess what they used? They used weapons from previous Ranger teams. And I was like, yo! Why did they do this for Super Mega Force? This is awesome!
And now we're on,
the upcoming and I think current team Dino Fury.
Okay.
which is already out.
Okay, you know how I said I'm really caught up with Power Rangers? This is the one season I'm not too caught up on.
I honestly feel like they could have changed the name to Dino Knights. Someone even said that too.
Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of Dino Fury. I've seen like 5 episodes, I think. I think I stopped after they brought in the Green and Black Rangers. Not
Okay.
so far. What I've seen, it's not bad at all. In fact, I think they even did a small crossover with Ninja Steel. Just a quick moment with the Ninja Nexus Prism and Mick from Ninja Steel, and I heard that was all right. Dino Fury so far is being well received, which is nice. And we actually have a female Green Ranger, which is actually
That's
pretty interesting. Our first ever female Green Ranger, which is awesome.
Nice.
It should have been a Ninja Steel, but you know, I'll take what I can get.
And with that, I think we can end it there. Unless we have quick, actually, really quick, just want to say, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid on Nintendo Switch and such, best game ever. You should play it. I suggest you guys all play it.
That's
Also,
a great fighting game.
Also, by the way, the creators of Power Rangers, if you guys are watching this right now, just want to let you know, next DLC, put in Trent, and you'll get a lot of money. Put in Trent.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
Okay, but real quick though, they should not have put in Gia. in my opinion, from Super Mega Force. That was a poor. At least they should have brought in Cena. Forgot her name. I know her name is Sia. But they should have brought her in for the voice lines. Really, they should have brought in all the original Rangers for the voice lines. But I guess they can't get a hold of them for whatever reason. Even though Sia has come back for them on multiple occasions.
I think the only one who really came back was Tommy,
Which
is Jason David
Amy
Frank.
Jo Johnson actually came back too.
Oh yeah, Amy Jo Johnson. Was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wait. One more before we go. Nick, can you spare like 5 minutes or so?
Sure, why not?
25th anniversary crossover. Let's go.
25th anniversary crossover.
The
Which
one
one
in
was that?
that was the one in Super Ninja Steel.
Oh yeah. Yes. Love it.
Dimensions in
actually pretty
Danger
good.
was actually really good. I know that they really ripped from the comics on this one. Also, the Power Rangers have comics now. Awesome. We'll get into that in a second. But Dimensions in Danger was actually really good. They brought back 10 Legendary Rangers.
They brought back my boyfriend Trent.
They brought back Trent, and they actually showed off one of my favorite things about Power Rangers to date, the Master Morpher. Tommy's Master Morpher. I want that as a toy.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I kind of got pissed off though a little bit because they made Dino Thunder the weakest. I mean, not Dino, yeah, they made Dino Thunder the weakest one because they were even saying you haven't been Dino Thunder Black for years, bruh. He hasn't been the White Ranger and the Green Ranger for years, and he still kicked your ass.
Yeah, but that Master Morpher though, that was lit. I think my
Yes,
only
It was.
plus they also brought back some really good Rangers for this one. They brought back TJ, which is nice, but I feel like they should have put him in red. They finally brought back Rocky, which is awesome.
They brought back my boy Trent.
Yeah, they brought back Trent. They brought back Jenna from RPM. Good choice. Who else did they bring back? They brought back Gia from Megaforce.
They brought back what's his name? From
Honestly,
Dino Charge.
I like Gia. Out of the Megaforce cast, I think Gia was my second favorite, so it's all right. She was an all right pick. I would have preferred Noah, but you know.
All in all, though, the crossover was really good.
No, we also brought back Cat. Cat was a good choice.
Who was Cat again?
Mighty Morphin Pink, Zeo Pink, and Turbo Pink.
Ah,
And all in all, they brought back my boy. Like, I know I dissed Samurai, but I love Antonio, the Gold Ranger, and they brought him back, and I love that.
oh yeah.
Antonio is the best Gold Ranger. You can fight me on that. But yeah, Dimensions in Danger was an excellent crossover, and I was very pleased with it.
Mhm.
But bro, and now we come to can we talk about the comics real quick, Nick, or you really just want to go to bed?
Just very quickly.
Okay. For comic books, we got comic books now. Hell yes.
Give me a second.
Oh gosh. Nate actually
Quick.
has some of the comics. Not only did they cross over with TMNT, which was amazing, but they also threw in a whole multiversal story, which is amazing, with Lord Draken.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah.
Look at how
Shattered
sick
Grid.
this is. Look at how sick this is. Okay, this is awesome. I love this.
Yeah, but bringing back the Lord Draken storyline and everything else was just freaking amazing. They have somehow managed to combine all these different Ranger teams, and they just work so well off each other. For example, they brought for the main cast of Battle for the Grid, or I should say Shattered Grid, whatever the title is. I apologize.
It's Shattered Grid.
Oh, okay. It's Shattered Grid. They brought back the Time Force Pink Ranger Jen and the Samurai Ranger Lauren. Both of which are good choices because Jen was already a well-received character from Time Force, and they needed to do Lauren's character justice. So the reason that they brought her back was great. Plus, she also has a sweet little connection with Jason. Honestly, I heard that was a really good ship. I'm alright with it. I'm not.
By the way, really quick, I'm gonna spoil this really quick. I saw a ranger of mine die in the first couple of images, and guess who it is?
It's Tommy.
Trent.
No, it was Kira.
Ooh.
They killed Kira. Also, I think Gia's
wow.
dead
That's
too.
it! That's it! I'm killing a bitch!
No, here.
I am killing a
I got the
bitch,
panel,
damn
I got
it!
the panel.
Put the lightsaber down, Adam.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in this panel right here. Her and I think SPD Red died. Also, check out this awesome. Also, check out this awesome freaking.
Nick, do you want this
sword they
lightsaber?
made. Look at this awesome
Later.
sword they made.
Damn.
Damn
was
good
the
sword, I'm not gonna
combination- It was the combination of RJ's of the Zeo Pink, Dino Charge Pink, Jungle Fury Purple, I think Time Force. Oh, hold up! It's a combination of Kendrill's, RJ, Cats. Yeah, no, it was just a combination of their Zords.
It's pretty good though.
Nice.
But yeah, the comic
Oh, and
books are
Trini.
all freaking great. I highly recommend you all pick them up. I actually have seen most of the TMNT crossover fic, and I am very pleased. The only thing I'm a little upset about is that they didn't give is the arrangement of the morphers they gave the turtles. Yes, spoilers. They gave the turtles the morphers. I feel like Leo should have been red, and I feel Leo should have been red. Raph should have been black, and Donnie should have been blue. That's just me.
Oh wait, actually, speaking about that, I'm gonna spoil this now. Look at what Shredder becomes.
That's terrifying. That's terrifyingly badass.
Yep. Also, by the way, in this issue too, what's his
I
name?
know,
Freaking,
Nick, I know.
No, Jason in the Shattered Grid. He actually sacrificed his life.
Yes, it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Red Ranger's dead. All right. Well, Nick needs to go to bed, so I think we're
really
gonna
quick,
wrap.
Stodgy old man with a sleep schedule.
So
Really
I
quick,
think
Nick, before we actually officially end this, Nick, I have a question. Would you be down to talk about the Super Sentai between me and you next time?
Yeah, sure. Just pick the date and time.
All right. That's
yeah,
good.
because you can look for that on Voltaic's channel because I don't know a thing about
Yeah.
Super Sentai.
Yeah.
I only know
So,
a little
yeah,
bit about Gokaiger, and that's it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, with that, Nick needs to go to bed, so we're going to wrap it up here. Guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast. Thank you for all the continuing support. We really appreciate it. Our last podcast got up to almost 40 views and 9 likes. Guys, that is amazing. Let's see if we can break that goal. This video's goal, 10 likes. Can we make it?
If we can, holy crap.
Guys, thank you so much for the support. I love you all. All right. Until next time, check me out, Marauder Runner on Twitch. You can check Voltaic out on YouTube. Nick, do you have any socials I can link you to? Anything?
Not at the moment, because I still want to remain off the radar, because I don't want to jeopardize any future jobs.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, so then we're screwed then. Okay.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support, and we will catch you next time. God bless. Keep on running, amigos. Guys, do you have any outros? Real quick.
I was waiting for Nick. All right.
Oh,
Adios,
no, no,
paisanos.
See you later, man. Have a good one.
All right. We out.